battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Ridley.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on 2nd down. Brewer. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. 35 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 21-0 our score after one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Colby Wadman now. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He'll decide to keep this once more. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position, 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the bootleg, Brewer. He completes it to Beckham. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs open the lead up to 34-0. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at Jerome O'Hara. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Finding room at midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brewer. He's got this into the hands of Barkley coming across the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Brewer. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Let's go. Hold the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. they'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
York able to send this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Chiefs 35, Browns 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down. Brewer. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these down me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental will delay a time that I ate. Food from all of the base.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer that. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd walk.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Running on first down, Eckler pushes him over. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Herbert trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Didn't learn his lesson the first time, but looks like a second early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a first down there.
Herbert on first down now. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Williams, a man in motion right. Herbert on 3rd down now. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Isaiah Spiller.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
9-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by J.C.